Testimony and this new video has raised additional questions. President Trump, who recently said he was embarrassed for endorsing Kemp, is now doubling down on Twitter. Quote, people in Georgia got caught cold, bringing in massive numbers of ballots and putting them in voting machines. Great job, Governor Brian Kemp. A little sarcasm perhaps there. Let's welcome in now Newsmax White House correspondent Emerald Robinson, who joins us from Washington. Emerald, a big question. A lot of people are wondering, will Brian Kemp be on stage with President Trump in Valdosta this weekend when they're holding this rally for Senators Kelly Loeffler and David Perdue?
I mean, it's 2020, so anything can happen right now, but as of right now, it doesn't look like...
Good point.
Doesn't look like it should be a possibility. Brian Kemp is, of course, budging a bit under pressure, suggesting that the Secretary of State should do a signature match audit. But now he said that before, so it's hard to see how far that will really go this time. But there is public pressure and growing sentiment based on that video, that footage that shows that people left the room, the observers left the room. They kept counting after they pulled suitcases out from underneath the table. There could be as many as 24,000 votes in question there that were counted without observers. And of course, election officials are trying to push back on that. Gabriel Sterling came on Newsmax earlier today where their position changed a little bit. So a lot of people are out there are noticing that. But let's talk about this new lawsuit because this is a big deal. The president filing in his name in Georgia today, along with David Schaefer, who is the chairman of the Republican Party down in Georgia. What they're asking the judge in this case to do is, based on all the evidence and information that they're presenting, is asking that a judge file an injunction to decertify the results of the election so that those electors will not be given to Joe Biden. Now, in light of this footage, you also have a very emboldened Trump team out there saying this is bombshell footage and that it shows that the presidential election is compromised in the state of Georgia and that the legislatures there should use their Article 2 powers and certify their electors for President Trump. That is what they are seeking, John.
Well, Emerald, a lot of people are carrying around their pocket constitutions in case they don't have to verify our vaccine approval. You may have seen these cards. I'm carrying around my pocket constitution because I'm trying to keep up to date with Article 2 and all these changes. It's going to be very interesting to watch based on these new lawsuits and what the judges do and what the legislators do. We'll see you soon. Have a great weekend, Emerald. Now, we were also talking earlier voting as well as thousands of double votes in Wisconsin. With Article 2 and all these changes, it's going to be very interesting to watch based on these new lawsuits and what the judges do and what the legislators do. We'll see you soon. Have a great weekend, Emerald. Now, we were also talking earlier about all the Trump campaign challenges. Here's a look at the map right now, which kind of lays it all out for you, geographically speaking. Let's also talk about Wisconsin and Michigan as well. There's an IT contractor out of Michigan who works for Dominion Voting Systems. She testified at a House oversight hearing, a state House oversight hearing in Michigan yesterday, where she said she saw at least 30,000 ballots counted multiple times.
The poll book is completely off. Completely off.
Off
that
30,000?
I'd say that poll book is off by over 100,000. That poll book, why don't you look at the registered voters on there? How many registered voters are on there? Do you even know the answer to that?
No, I guess I'm trying to get to the bottom of this here.
Zero. There's zero.
The Trump campaign has filed another lawsuit in Nevada, telling the judge yesterday it had evidence of dead people voting as well as thousands of double votes. In Wisconsin, the Supreme Court yesterday declined to hear the latest Trump campaign election lawsuit. That lawsuit filed Wednesday. It alleges discrimination against able-bodied voters, but that's just merely a formality. The Supreme Court also says they don't have the ability to hear that until it's heard by a lower court in Wisconsin. All right, let's talk about Arizona. More than 2,000 ballots will be inspected after Arizona Republican Party Chair Kelly Loeffler filed a lawsuit. In testimony in Maricopa County Superior Court yesterday, poll observers testified they saw several problems during the ballot duplication process. Problems they believe cost President Trump votes and a lot of votes in Arizona.
Newsmax TV is now America's fastest growing cable news channel. We give you the real news you need. So subscribe to our YouTube channel and give us a thumbs up. If you like this video, share it with your friends. Newsmax TV streams live on YouTube for free. Newsmax TV, real news for